Hey guys, EVILC here. Welcome to episode 12, and today we're going to be looking at Lit for WiiWare. This game is published and developed by Wayforward Technologies. Now, Lit is a very unique game. It could best be described as a survival horror puzzle game. You control a teenager named Jake. He awakens inside his high school to find out it's been mysteriously taken over by an evil dark entity. Now, the main objective of Lit is to guide Jake from the entrance of each room to the exit. But here's the catch. The floor of each room is covered in this shadowy stuff, and if you enter the shadow, you'll instantly die. So what you have to do is you have to carve a pathway of light for Jake to safely get across the floor and get to the exit. And you'll do this in many ways, such as turning on lamps, breaking windows with your slingshot, turning on TV and computer monitors, etc. And along with the many items that you'll pick up along the way, will also help you carve this pathway of light. Now I'll show you guys the basic controls of Lit. You move Jake around with the analog stick on the nunchuck, and everything else is handled with the Wii remote. The A button is your primary action button. You'll use it to pick up items and turn on lamps and other devices. Just like that lamp there. Now, you'll probably notice this little red cursor on screen, and I can do a number of things with this. For instance, this controls where I want to point my flashlight, something you'll be using in this game very often. Simply hold the A button down on the Wii remote, and I can move my flashlight around just like that. I can look for potential pathways or items of interest, various things like that. Now, as you use your flashlight, it'll drain your meter down. Now, you can charge your flashlight back up by simply just giving it a little shake, and it'll charge your meter back up. Your meter's up here in the top right-hand corner. Now this flashing item here are slingshot pellets, and I'll show you what you can do with that. If you press the Z button on the nunchuck, it'll go into Resident Evil 4 style over the camera view. And if you press the B button on the Wii remote, that will cycle through the items you have. I currently have a flashlight and a slingshot. Now, you can use the slingshot to break this window. And right here I picked up a TV remote. So to get over this table here, you press B on the Wii remote to change to your TV remote, and then press A to use it. And it turns on this TV here. Now I can stay within the light and cross over and get this item, which is another slingshot pellet. Now, another item you'll run into this game often is the cherry bomb, and I'll show you that now. You select the cherry bomb again with the B trigger, and then you use the pointer of the Wii remote to determine where you want to throw it. Press and hold the A button on the Wii remote, and then you just give a throwing motion. Now, you can also hold the Z button on the nunchuck to go into your over-the-shoulder perspective. You can then press and hold the A button, and then make a throwing motion. Now, I gotta say, the controls in this game overall are really good, and that includes everything from just using your flashlight to making motions, to throwing stuff, and also using your slingshot. It all controls really well, and it makes excellent use of the Wii remote. It's very impressive. Now, while I do think the controls in this game overall are really good, there is one major flaw I encountered that I really didn't like, and it can prove to be problematic. Your flashlight and the main action button share the same button. They're the A button. So say I just want to shine my flashlight around, like over here, and check something out. You can always tell what action you're going to do in the top right-hand corner. Here it's a flashlight, but if I move next to this lamp, it changes to a lamp. Now, if I'm in the middle of a puzzle and I'm not paying attention, and I just want to shine my flashlight over here and check something out, I could accidentally turn this lamp off and accidentally kill myself. And I found myself doing this many times in the game where I wasn't paying attention, I was too close to a light, I'd press A, I would turn it off, and I'd accidentally kill myself, and I'd have to redo the whole stage. It's unfortunate that they chose to not map any function to the C button on the nunchuck. This button goes completely unused. Another element that adds to this game's challenge is the light meter, represented by this big white bar at the top. Basically, this limits you to how many lights you can turn on at any given time. Every time you turn on a light source, it fills up the light meter a little more until the point that it's flashing. Now, if I were to turn on another light right now, oops, I shorted out the breakers and the lights go out. And when you do that, it instantly kills you and you have to do the stage over again. Apparently this high school has really bad wiring. I guess they were too cheap to hire an electrician. One of the cool little extra features of Lit are the telephone calls that Jake receives from his girlfriend Rachel. Now remember, the main point of this game is for Jake to find his missing girlfriend, and periodically in the levels he will get a phone call from her. As you can see, this phone is ringing over here. And the cool part is that when he answers the phone, the sound comes out of the speaker on the Wii remote, which you can hold up to your ear and answer like a real phone. Which I'll show you now.
Jake, it's Rachel. Oh my god, I can't believe you're alive. What is going on? The entire school's dark and these things are crawling all over the place. Crazy, huh? Come and find me. We need to get out of here.
This isn't the first game to have such a feature. Games such as No More Heroes have also done this. And while this isn't really a big feature, it's a cool way to use the Wii remote.
And finally, one of my favorite elements of Lit are the boss battles. Every 5 levels you complete, you will then have to battle a boss, and all 5 of them are different. This right here is the first boss in the game, and she's pretty easy. Basically, to hurt a boss, you have to expose them to light. As you'll see, I'm going to pick up a TV remote here, and there's a TV beside her, and when I turn it on, she's directly in the light, which damages her, and you can see her health gauge above her. And now this oscillating light is going to come into contact with her and damage her again. Now the boss battles are a puzzle in of themselves, and as you go on, each one gets harder. But this is one of my favorite elements of the game. It changes up the gameplay a lot, and it's a nice addition.
It's a very original concept. They did a great job blending the survival horror genre with a puzzle game. The controls are really well done. Using the Wii remote like a flashlight, aiming your slingshot, throwing cherry bombs, etc. all works really well, and it feels very natural. I thought the design of the puzzles was also really well done too, and that includes the boss fights, which are both challenging and a nice change of pace. I also thought the music was really good too. It's creepy and unnerving, and it fits the atmosphere well. Honestly, the only thing I didn't like about Lit was the fact that your item button and the main action button share the same button, which was definitely a poor choice. Many times when I just wanted to shine my flashlight on something, I would be standing too close to a lamp and I would unintentionally turn it off, thus killing myself, which I've found myself doing many times. My suggestion would be to move one of the other functions to the C button on the nunchuck, which goes completely unused in this game. Had they done that, this wouldn't have happened nearly as often, if at all. So overall, Lit is a fun, unique, original game with some well-designed puzzles, mostly solid controls, and very rewarding gameplay. This is definitely one of the best titles available on WiiWare at the moment, and at only 800 Wii points, it's very fairly priced. Definitely worth a buy. So that concludes my review of Lit. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you want to rate and comment, let me know what you thought. It's much appreciated. If you like my videos in general, please subscribe, and if you do, a huge thank you in advance if you subscribe. I really appreciate it when you guys do. As for future videos, I'll give you a full teaser right now. Expect full reviews of Sega's killer spring Wii lineup, with full reviews of House of the Dead Overkill, Mad World, and The Conduit, probably sometime in June. Full review of Resident Evil 5 for PS3, a full unboxing, and review of the DSi, which launches in North America on April 5th, and as well maybe a few other little surprises tossed in there for good measure. So keep an eye out for those, and I hope you enjoy them. Again, I'm EVILC. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys later.